Look, I think the key thing when it comes to cereals is how to read the label. Always compare the 100 gram, not the serving size, because that will vary product to product. There's key things that I look for. So I always read the ingredient list as well. It goes in descending order. So, if sugar's one of the 2 or 3 ingredients at the beginning, don't eat it. If there's ingredients that you don't know what it is, don't eat it as well. The other thing we need to look at is the vegetable oil component in some of these elements as well, because that can be a partially hydrogenated fat, which is a real no-no for cholesterol and overall health. But when we are reading the labels, I keep it really simple. So the first thing I look for is the sugar content. So I always advocate for about 5% or less when it comes to sugar. You also want to look at the sodium content again, because again, a lot of these cereals, to kind of get that consistency in their flavor profile, will have a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar, and sometimes that can vary product to product.
What should we be looking out for? Like, what's the limit?
So you want to look at about 200 to 300 milligrams per 100 grams for normal, and if it's a salt reduced, around 180. And the other thing is that the least processed you possibly can get is always going to be best. Things that have nuts and things like that added to them sometimes can help with the glycemic index, so they're slower releasing as well. And even when it comes to oats, oats always rate really well. Yeah. But what we want to make sure is that there's oats and there's oats. So you want to go for the whole oats. You don't want to go for the instant oat with all the sugars added to them and the flavors added to them as well, because again, that's going to increase the glycemic index.